a little bit, in my opinion, because you are by and large playing good teams. Like when you play the first place schedule. But winning percentages and all, I don't pay that no mind. They are playing a first place schedule. They did finish at the best record in the AFC last year, so they are going to be playing good teams a lot. But that'll be interesting to see. So now we know it's here. The schedule is out. So we're definitely going to head and thanking the NFL for releasing that tonight. I thought it was going to be last night, but they're releasing that tonight as well. So now we know all the games, when you watch them, you can set it up here. NFL, now, real quick with the schedule, and I did post about this today on our Ravens Sports Facebook page and Twitter page and Instagram page as well. Shameless plug. They're taking over the Christmas thing. Forever, it was the NBA taking that Christmas spot there. Now, it's interesting because they've had games, obviously, but they might have had a game, like especially if it fell on a Sunday or a Saturday or a Monday or whatever. Yeah, you have a game. But now it doesn't matter when the game is. They're going to have Christmas Day games every year in prime time. So interested to see that. And the Ravens are going to get it. All right. So now that we have a schedule, let's go ahead and do the Big Five. Haven't done that in a while. So, what is the Big Five? Big Five. These are the five biggest games on the schedule all season that are not Raven games. So, now I'm aware, too, that if I was to do, maybe the Ravens would be in here somewhere. Certainly, the Ravens Chiefs game would be one opening night. Certainly, the games against Dallas, a lot of fans will look at that as one of the biggest, whatever. But these are the five biggest games on the schedule all season that are not Raven games. First Sunday night game, the Rams and the Lions. So how about that? This was one of the better playoff games last year, one of the most intriguing storylines. This is going to be Stafford's first regular season game, I believe, as the Rams quarterback as well. Goff actually eliminating his old team, the Rams, in the playoffs. How cool is it going to be on the first Sunday night teams? And these are two teams definitely in Super Bowl contention in the NFC, especially the Lions, I think might be the best team in the NFC. Excellent choice for a Sunday night game. So many years with this one, we got the Cowboys and the Giants. Like they did that, like I think 3 or 4. It had to be like 3 or 4 years in a row. So this is good. Getting the Rams and Lions, I think this is one of the biggest games all season. Speaking of the Giants, I don't know how good the Giants are going to be, but definitely Saquon Barkley going into New York is very fascinating, very intriguing. Having this game here, the Giants actually are. This is a big year for them. I'm hearing some Belichick rumors after this season. Belichick, where maybe going to New York, maybe they're interested in him if John Dayball struggles again this year. Interesting to see Saquon Barkley actually now playing in Philly, the best player. This one got a little higher too. I'm interested to see it, how it happens. Giants actually did get better on defense. I do like the Brian Burns signing. I actually do. I actually like it. I like the Malik Neighbors thing as well. And I like Brian Dayball. So I think this will be a fascinating game. I don't know how good the Giants are going to be, but definitely this one here it's going to be must-see TV. Definitely the Eagles. Eagles defensively got to get back. That's the thing. The Eagles, I think, are right there with the better teams in the NFC if they can kind of get back on defense. The Super Bowl rematch, Week 7, the 49ers and the Chiefs as well. That's going to be played on the same Sunday. I think the Chiefs are pretty good again. Marquise Brown, I'm fascinated to see how he does. Good like last few years. Rashid Rice may get suspended from a lot of stuff, for a lot of the rumors that I'm hearing. So you're going to need Marquise. They did sign Xavier Worthy here as well. Do they have enough at wide receiver here to go ahead and get squared away? Right tackle is still kind of an issue for them as well. Can they do it in the regular season? Can they have a better regular season than they have? Because we know they can win in the playoffs, obviously. I mean, they've won 2 straight Super Bowls. So we definitely know they can win in the playoffs. But how far do you slide down in the regular season? This is a team, even though they've won it, they were flawed. This is a flawed team. Defensively, losing Janarius Sneed, that's a loss. That's a big deal. So interesting to see. Niners, I think, are really, really good. They're about as good team as they are. I think the clock is ticking a little bit on some of these guys. They've had a good group for a while. Trent Williams getting older. I think Kill's getting older. They went ahead and cut Armstead in the offseason. McCaffrey, kind of for a running back, kind of getting to the, they have a young quarterback, but a lot of these guys, Ayuk rumors, Debo rumors, Trait, the clock is ticking a little bit. I think they're in a situation where they're not going to just go past this game. They need to beat KC. KC's been staying in the way. Here's a young team getting better. The Texans. The Texans, I think, possibly one of the elite teams in the AFC. I was super impressed with CJ Stroud last year. I thought he was better than Bryce Young in the draft, but he's light years ahead of him. I think really, definitely, they might be the best team in the division. This might be for playoff positioning and all that. Stroud is excellent as well. Two of the better quarterbacks, I think, in the league. Mahomes, again, can the Chiefs fight off a good team like this as well in the regular season? Can they have a better regular season than one of these teams here, the Texans? Texans, I think, Week 16, very interesting matchup as well. Week 17, I think these are the 2 favorites in the NFC for the Super Bowl right now. If I have to do it right now. We haven't done the predictions video, but the Lions and the Niners, I think, the 2 teams that met in the NFC Championship last year, I definitely think they're absolutely in contention this year. Goff, they believe they should. He was terrific last year. He's definitely in contention. They gave him a big contract extension. He got him. Can he get past the Niners? This is the team, and like I said, like I talked about with the Ravens, team that loses definitely psychologically could use this one. Now, this is very late in the year. How much will this impact, etc.? But this could be for home field in the NFC. So it's very interesting to see how well this goes as well. There you go. Big 5. 5 biggest games on the